we really need to pack a hospital bag because it can be any time now.
Oh, there is Mo. Where are you going, baby?
We're hoping the babies hold out until 36, 37 weeks, but with twins they can come whenever they want.
You need some car seats in the cars.
Yes.
Small things like that.
We need to learn how to put tiny humans in car seats. We're going to take a car seat class.
Yeah.
We still have to take our twins class. I would like to take a breastfeeding class. I can't breathe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really high up here. Bottom part of the body.
Yeah, it's been a lot of directions, trying to get moved in, trying to get settled, trying to get all the baby stuff settled. We had our baby shower, so we literally closed on the house on a Friday, baby shower on Saturday, started moving in on Sunday. Got the nursery done was a big thing, and then, like I said, the doctor's appointments, those come when they come. We don't really have any way to work around that, so we just go when they tell us, and now just trying to take it day by day, week by week.
He's just curled up looking down at your back. Sitting on his feet, his little foot.
Really excited. I mean, we're happy with 2 healthy babies, but we really wanted one of each because we don't want to do this again.
Yeah.
Unless we have a really big surprise. We still have a frozen embryo in New York, but I don't really want to do another medicated pregnancy. It's been a rough 9 months, 8 months.
Yeah. We say we'll give it a year, see how we do with 2 twins and 2 babies, and see maybe in a year where we're at, how we feel about it, if we change our minds. But I think right now we're more so leaning toward we're good with 2. Again, just because of everything it's taken to get here, financially, emotionally, physically for her. We haven't even started to actually care for him yet. So.
Got to see the baby's heartbeats at 6 weeks, which was really cool. That's when we found out we were having 2 at 6 weeks. It's like 6 weeks, 2 days. We saw both flickering heartbeats.
Got our families together, and everybody wanted to know, and they would get so frustrated because we wouldn't tell them until we saw them. Like, we're not going to tell you over text message. We're going to come tell you in person. And so they would get so frustrated, and we'd have 100 messages on our phone. We walked out of the doctor's office because they knew we were going. But I mean, it got to a point literally where we had to hide when our appointments were because our families were just going crazy.
Eager.
Yeah, waiting to hear. So
they were so eager to hear if it was 1 or 2 babies, and they were so eager to hear the gender.
Yeah. We were driving to Indy for labs and ultrasounds because no one in Bloomington would take a doctor's order from outside of their practice. So we had to drive to Indy to do that, paying for that pretty much out of pocket because the insurance wouldn't pay for it. Once it finally got to the point where her levels were high and the ultrasound looked good, and they're like, okay, you've got 48 hours to be in New York. And so literally it was like, well, load in the car, we leave the night, left after work, drove 6 hours halfway, stayed the night, and got up the next day and drove in, did her procedure with the following morning, and got back in the car, drove halfway home that night, and then in the next day. And then turned around, waited 3 weeks later to do a frozen transfer. So they do live, they do frozen. Live basically means that, they take the sample the day of. Frozen transfer, they basically fertilize the egg, grow it for 5 days. The goal is to freeze it on the 5th day to give the woman's body a chance to heal. That was in January and February. So it was a busy
2 months.
2 months, yeah.
Ruby is actually the name of his grandmother. So that's how we came up with Ruby. And then Brigham. When I was in nursing school, when I was doing my nursing OB rotation, there was a lady that was giving birth, naming her baby Brigham, and I loved the name, and I pitched it to him, and he loved it, and
it's cool.
Just kind of stuck.
All right, sweet girl.
Can you grab my
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Go see Mom.
Chris was saying how small she is. I said, wait till you see him.
Oh, yeah. She looks big in her real clothes. She looks bigger. Take his little head. I got him.
Yeah, when we first met him, because Dr. Lynn
definitely a lot harder than we expected it to be. We didn't think that parenthood would be easy by any means, but it's a whole new level of exhaustion and a whole new level of happiness, and it's just so many emotions that we never thought we might feel.
Yeah.
We never lost hope that we would have this one day, but it's just, it's
So,
a lot more than we thought it would be.
Yeah, it doesn't feel real till you actually see it. I mean, even the day of and several days after they were here, it still was like surreal. Like, you know, it's hard to believe. You know, even like seeing them, holding them, that kind of stuff. It's just hard to believe that this is really yours.
These
you
are
know?
ours.
Yeah.
We get
it's,
to keep them forever.
Yeah. There's still days where I'm like, it's hard to believe. Do things with them or wake up and see them, and they're still here. They didn't go anywhere.
It was hard at first to miss their birth, for us both to miss their birth, because I was under general and I was asleep and he couldn't be in the room, and I didn't get to meet them for the first 12 hours of their life, and we didn't get to hold them for the first day. So all of that was really hard, but in the end, I mean, 2 healthy babies is really all that matters. So I think that's how we reconciled with it, because they're healthy and they're here and they're perfect, and everything we've been through, I mean, it's just was one more small bump in the road. It took us a little bit longer to feel like parents than it probably takes most people, because we didn't get to take them home and we didn't get to do all of the normal parenting things. I mean, I don't think I even changed a diaper until they were 2 days old, because I couldn't stand long enough to reach over their bassinets and change their diaper after my surgery, and then I had the blood transfusion, so I was in bed for a long time, and I think that was the hardest part for me, how long it took for me to be able to do normal mom things.
It was a long month, and we were very, very happy when they finally said, yeah, you can go home. We were packed up, ready to go.
So this is our new life, 2 screaming babies all the time. 2 screaming babies.
And you have the biggest smile on your face.
Those were screaming babies at home instead of
Yes.
screaming babies in a NICU with lights and buzzers and
Alarms.
nowhere to sleep.
We have been so blessed to have so many family and friends come and help. I haven't had to pull many full days where I'm by myself with both babies. We'll have one of our moms come and help, aunts, sisters, cousins. I mean, so many people want to come see these babies, and we're like, come on, come hold a baby. Let me go take a shower. I definitely think that it has taught us to rely on each other and lean on each other much more than we ever thought we would be able to. Definitely have to stick together. It's been a very tough journey. Infertility, a very rough, high-risk pregnancy, the NICU, twins. I mean, nothing about this process has been easy, so without his support, there's no way I would have been able to make it.
I think the biggest thing we would probably tell couples is you got to stick together. I mean, it is 100% the hardest thing that we ever even fathomed we would go through in a marriage, and we could easily see how it can make or break a marriage. I mean, we definitely feel from day one infertility made our marriage so much stronger, because we fought the hardest, most physical, emotional battle. And a lot of couples, it would be easy to just get frustrated, turn on each other, be distant from each other. I mean, it dresses down the whole romantic side of a marriage completely. So, I mean, that's a whole nother factor. And, you know, we were brand new newlyweds when we kind of first started into all this. So, you know, we've only been married 3.5 years. So it's been a rocky 3.5 years for this aspect of trying to make a family and everything. So definitely you have to stick together. You've got to be open and talk and reach out to people, because there's a lot of people going through the same thing you are. You just don't know about it.